actually looks like about 1 minute early for once in my life. That's great. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Let's Play Fallout New Vegas. Last time when we left off, I was clearing out the settlement of Freeside, the last bastion of what you might call wasteland before actually getting on to the New Vegas Strip. We're going to be here for a while. I mean, we're still probably a couple of episodes away from actually entering the Strip because there's a lot to do in Freeside. And we very specifically left off just outside the King's School of Impersonation, which is exactly what it seems like. It's a school for Elvis impersonators that survived the war, and is now the headquarters of a gang of Elvis impersonators. I freaking love this idea. Thought it was wonderful the first time I saw it. It's still hilarious to me. So let's jump right in and move along. Hey, Nyron, I'm doing well. How are you, my friend? Good morning, Martin. Good to see you, as always. And here's the King's School of Impersonation. Good morning, Reaper. Good to see you, as always. Thank you for joining us. Here we are. Generic member. This is Pacer. We actually need to talk to him.
What do we have here? Another petitioner for the king?
Who's the king?
Who's the king? You believe this, asshole man? In Freeside, the kings rule. And the king rules the kings, got it?
Yes, I'd like to see the king if possible.
Anything's possible, I suppose. How much is it worth to you to meet the big man?
Speech 60. I'm new in town and wanted to pay my respects.
You know what? I like you. Half the people around here, they forget who runs this place. Head on through. The king's the bored-looking guy by the stage. Can't fucking miss him.
Alright, so pass the speech check to get through, but got some thievery to accomplish out here, as ever. Alright, before going that way, let's go the other way. See what we find. Sergio.
You want your hair done too? No. The kings are many, and their hair must be perfect.
Guess he's their hairdresser. Yeah, I remember a lot of these rooms being very sparse and empty. There is clean water inside their headquarters. It's worth pointing out. We got a couple of rooms left to explore before heading up to the second level. Ah, they've been playing beer pong. Love it. Alright. That's it for level 1. Let's go to level 2. Looks like they at least have fun. Well, there's really not much in here. It's probably a good thing, though. It gets to the point where I get a little, as odd as it is to say, a little bit bored of just constantly looting stuff. Straight razor. Yes, have to stay clean shaven after all. There's up to level 3. And a couple of emails. Inescapable. But it's alright. Did I do the entire floor? I think I did. Yes. Alright, up to level 3. This is just generic. Don't think there's anything actually in this room. No, none of these desks are searchable. Alright. There she is. She's very perceptive compared to all the generics, so I need to be a little careful. King groupie.
All I do all day is read magazines. You'd be amazed what you can learn from them.
She seems generic. And she was. here we just have a whole bunch of King's outfits, in the event we need any. I believe that's going to do it for all these. Oh, I have not been paying attention to chat. That's not good. Anything special planned for Christmas? Not stream-wise. There won't be any streams on Christmas Day. We're spending the morning in Kansas City, and we're actually traveling back to Colorado that night. I don't believe it's looking to be a white Christmas in Colorado, sadly. And hi, Ethan. It's great to have you here. Welcome. A Y killer, in case she's carrying an item I want. That's the real answer. Same reason I still kill anyone, really. Oh yes, Rex. Rex the cyber dog. There's the king. That's the door we couldn't open. And there's one more generic. It's kind of hilarious that I was able to stealth kill him. Kind of hilarious. Alright, let's talk to the king.
Look, Rexy, someone new's come to see us. Poor boy. He hasn't been feeling well lately. I'm the king. What can I do for you?
I was hoping you might have some work for me.
Maybe so. Maybe so. You look like you might be able to handle yourself. Tell you what, you do me a favor, and I'll have some more work for you when it's done. Sound good?
What do you need me to do?
I'll start you off with something easy. Did you notice the bodyguards for hire near the gates when you entered Freeside?
Yes.
It's good money if you can stay alive. Freeside's not as safe as it used to be, so the money is well earned. Usually well earned, that is. Recently, my man tell me that one of those bodyguards, a fella named Oris, is making a little too much money. He's making a killing in repeat business. Once someone hires him, they never want anyone else. I want you to find out why. Specifically, I want you to hire him. Play the part of an innocent tourist and follow his lead. If nothing happens, so be it. But I'm guessing things won't go so smoothly. Call it a hunch. So, what do you say?
Why are you so interested in this?
You may have noticed that some of those guards out there are kings, too. I'm just looking out for my men. I'm not trying to get some kind of unfair advantage. I just want a level playing field for my boys. So, what do you say?
Why can't your men look into this?
I've tried, but he can smell a king a mile away. Probably knows all our faces by now. He's not a stupid man, I'll give him that. What I need is someone he won't recognize, which makes you perfect. So are you gonna take the job, or what?
Sure.
Okay then. Once you part ways, return here. I'll look forward to hearing your report. Oh, and take this to cover the hiring cost.
200 caps added. Quest added. GI Blues. Hi, Rex. Hire a guard named Oris near the northern gate of Freeside. It's faster just to fast travel to the Freeside North Gate. So that's what we'll do. Good morning, Cyclo. How are you? What's up, dude?
If you need to cross Freeside, no one will keep you safer than I will.
How much for your services? Or why do I need a bodyguard crossing Freeside?
Just look around. People here are as like to stab you as say hello. That is, if I weren't at your side.
How much for your services?
200 caps gets you my watchful eye for a trip to the South Gate.
See, what if I'm not going to the South Gate?
Sorry, but all the people with real money are heading for the Strip, so that's the way I go. You want to go somewhere else? Hire one of these losers.
Okay, I'll hire you.
Done and done. I want to mention a few things up front. In order to ensure your safety, I need you to follow my instructions to the letter. We'll be heading down the main street here the whole way down. No detours. You go off sightseeing, and I go off to find another customer. I'll keep a brisk pace, so try not to fall behind. Now let's head out.
Follow Oris to the south gate and watch for any suspicious behavior.
To your left here is the Old Mormon Fort. You get roughed up, the followers there will patch you right up. Not that I ever need their services. Up ahead on the next block is where the kings hang out. Don't let them
Come
scare
to
you.
Mick and Ralph's
They
for
don't
all
outnumber
your
you
shopping
5 to 1.
needs.
Down to the right here is the fun part of town. You haven't seen Freeside till you've been to the Wrangler. Come on! You like that?
I was gonna say, I think that was a real thug.
Hey, slow down. I don't like the look of some of those men ahead. Let's take a different way around.
Yes, yes, Martin, it is for a quest. This is not the new Follows chalk, don't worry.
Gotcha. Watch you get ambushed, huh? Nothing to worry about. If you had hired one of those other hacks, you'd be up to your ass in lowlife right about now.
Intelligence 6. Hey, you only fired 3 shots and there are 4 guys there.
Noticed that, did you? I keenly aimed one of the shots through some soft tissue of one of them to hit the man behind him.
Or you just faked this whole thing to drum up repeat business.
That's an interesting theory you've got there. I'd suggest you keep it to yourself. Let's get moving.
Barter 50. I want all the money you have on you. I could make it to the Kings from here.
I ought to take my chances and kill you right here, but you may be right. Here, take this. Don't think this is over, though. I'll have that money back, out of your hide if I have to.
The thug appears dead, a victim of your recent fight. Examine the body closely. A quick study of the body reveals that the thug is still alive and merely pretending to be dead. I think that's obviously true of all of them. Yep. So now we can head back to the king. No, there is going to be a Saturday stream. Sorry, I probably should have led with that. I took the question about Christmas plans too literally. No, there will be a Saturday stream. Plenty of drinking and plenty of Pokemon, that's my plan. Pokemon is going pleasantly fast, much faster than I thought it would. It's not going to take many more episodes to finish. And when it's done, we're going to do Max Payne 1.
What do you have for me?
Oris is a fraud. He fakes attacks on his clients and then plays hero.
So that's how it happens. Okay then. I'll have some guys pull him off the street when no one's looking. You've shown me something, so maybe you can help me with a matter that's a little more important. A lot of folks around these parts who've been here a while resent the sheer number of people that have come into the area since the strip was built. In turn, the newcomers, most of whom come from the NCR, have gotten ornery from being resented. Sometimes things get violent. This is one of those occasions. Recently, a few friends of mine were attacked, and I want you to find out who did it. Word's come that they just woke up over at the Old Mormon Fort just north of here. Head on over. see if they remember anything.
I'll head over right away.
Good. I like that enthusiasm. Return when you have some information we can use.
Alrighty. Go to the Old Mormon Fort and question some injured locals about their assailants. That's easy enough.
If it can be bought, it can be found at Mick and Ralph's.
Where are these guys? Roy and Wayne, I think, are the ones I need to talk to. Can't talk to Ferris.
What is it? Can't you see I want to be left alone with my friend here?
The king asked me to look into your attack.
Oh, that's different then. How can I help? I'll do anything to get the bastards that did this.
What can you tell me about the attack?
Well, it happened at night, around 11. We'd recently made some caps off a bit of scrap we found and wanted to invest it wisely. As we were leaving the Wrangler, we must have taken a wrong turn and ended up in the squatter side of town. From out of nowhere, these big guys show up and start barking questions at us, wanted to know if we were locals. The kid there's about as proud as a local around here gets, and started yelling back at him. Then all hell broke loose. Kid got the worst of it, sad to say.
Do you remember anything about the people who attacked you?
They were big guys, young too. No old geezers like me. Hell, none of them looked even half my age. I was mostly face down in the dirt, begging for my life when it happened, so I only got a quick look at them.
I have to get going.
I hope you find the bastards that did this. If you want, try asking my friend Wayne over there about them. He saw more than I did.
Alright, let's talk to Wayne.
It's okay, the king sent him.
That true? Did the king really send you?
He did, and anything you could tell me about what happened might help.
I don't really know what else I can add. They were a bunch of guys, better dressed than most Freesiders, I guess. That help?
Every bit. You're not hiding something from me, are you?
What? No. I thought you were supposed to be here to help, and here you are making accusations. Hey, wait. I just remembered something. I might have heard one of the guys that attacked us call another by name. We had just about had it when one of them said, "Hey, Lou, we gotta go." At least I think he said Lou. It might have been something else. Now that I think of it, he said Lou something. Something with a T. Tenant, that's what he called him. Lieutenant.
He probably said Lieutenant Wayne. The boy means well, but he's dumb as a mutant sometimes.
I don't like that we lost Freeside fame. I'm going to load the autosave and try different dialogue there. I'll be able to speed
What
through
is
this,
it?
though.
Wayne,
That true? Did the king?
Every
Sorry,
bit
I couldn't
helps,
help more,
thanks.
especially since you're being so nice. Hey, wait, I just remembered.
There we go.
Now that I think,
he probably said Lieutenant Wayne.
Return to the king with your findings. Has this kid got a knife? Oh, he's after the giant rat. That's right. I always forget that.
Come to Mick and Ralph's for all your shopping
Rude.
needs.
Yes. I never claimed my courier was always polite.
Have you found anything out? Or were you just here to chat?
The local men were attacked by soldiers. One of the men was identified by rank.
Bunch of soldier boys, huh? They usually don't come around these parts since their big base is on the other side of the strip. If they're coming over here now, it's gotta be for a reason. I didn't want to believe the rumors that they're looking to take over Vegas, but now, if something big is going down, I'm sure rumors of it will have spread. Ask around, particularly in the squatter areas where the NCR folk hang. You might also mosey on over to the Mormon Fort and chat Julie Farkas up. The followers tend to be in the know about these things. Just don't ask her what to do about it. She'll probably ask you to hug someone or something.
Back. I head to one of the squatter camps in Freeside and learn why NCR soldiers have been entering the area, and optional, talk to Julie Farkas and see if followers know anything about the situation. We shall go talk to Julie.
Come to Mick and Ralph's for
We
all
actually,
your shopping needs.
we still need to turn in the High Times quest to her too. Hi, fancy lad. Yes, I always save scum and optimize my outcomes. That's blind playthroughs aren't really my shtick, especially with 8-year-old games. Hi, Rick. Nice to have you here. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Where is Julie? Look for the Mohawk. Oh, she's in her chambers.
Huh?
Oh, Jerry made it from Red Rock. That's good. Thought for sure Cazador would have killed him.
Hey, good to see you.
I helped with that addiction problem you mentioned.
I saw them. Thank you so much for helping them. This means a lot to the followers of the Apocalypse. You have our thanks. If you need some medical supplies, come see me. With Jacob working with us, we should be able to spare a stim or fixer once a day.
Here we go. You said you could spare some supplies.
Sure. Would you like a stim pack, fixer, or rataway?
Stim back.
You'll need to wait another 24 hours for us to get more made. We need everything else we currently have.
Let's see. Do you know anything about NCR soldiers here in Freeside?
Only a little. A friend of mine, Major Elizabeth Kieran, has been handing out supplies to the poor a little west of here. What about it?
The king thinks those troops have been attacking locals.
I know something's got them riled up, but I've been too busy with other matters to really look into it. If you're looking into the matter, talk to Elizabeth. She's in charge of the operations here in Freeside, though she won't open up to you right away. If Elizabeth holds out on you, tell her that I sent you. She should be a little more forthcoming if you mention my name. Was there anything else you wanted to talk about?
That's it. Accepted in Freeside. Folks have come to accept you for your helpful nature. Optional. Talk to Major Elizabeth Kieran and mention Julie Farkas if she's reluctant to help. Alright. Easy enough. Excuse me. Alright, so I pointed this joint out the first time we passed it. The ruined store over here in the front half of Freeside is now occupied by some NCR troops. Supposed to be, anyway. Not that one, further around. Yes, here we are.
Hello?
NCR troopers.
Hold up. What's the password?
I don't know.
I guess you're not getting in here then, are you? Hold up. What's the password?
I'm here to see Major Kieran on urgent business. Please let me pass.
If you're here to see the Major, then I suppose it's all right. Head on through.
It's giving us NCR infamy even though we're undetected, so we'll leave him be.
Here you go. I hope this helps.
Alright, so...
Those cons got the hint. We've shown everyone that these are our new territories.
NCR supply drops. Wonder if we can kill the squatters or not. We can. Good. course, none of them actually have anything. It's alright, though. Alright, so... purified water, dirty water, food. A lot of decent actual supplies in here. And a little alcohol, too, because why not? Wonder if killing these troopers gives infamy. It does. We need to leave them alive. Okay. Duly noted. Still going to steal all of the food. All of the other goodies. $210. About to say, there was enough stuff there. I actually kind of need to... beret and trooper armor. I need to focus on my carry weight, but I think we're going to be fine here. Alright, let's talk to this Major Kieran.
Welcome. There's food and water here for any citizen of the NCR. Please, have some.
Pork and beans added. Are you with the NCR military?
Yes. I'm a major in the Supply Corps, which is where this food and water comes from.
Thanks for the food.
You're quite welcome. If you meet anyone who needs food or water in the area, please tell them about this place. Yes? Was there something else you needed?
Why am I stealing food from them? I pick up everything that isn't nailed down. It's a little OCD compulsion of mine. Not everything, but everything that's useful. Do you serve food to locals as well?
No, I'm afraid we don't. Don't you have a friend you wanted to bring in?
Yes, but I was afraid he wouldn't get served. Why don't you serve locals?
That's not really a pleasant topic of conversation. Let's just say we have our reasons.
Julie Farkas told me to ask. She said it was important.
You know Julie? Not everyone in the NCR sees eye to eye with the followers, but they're okay in my book, mostly because of her. If you really want to know, we sent an envoy to the king, offering to coordinate the relief effort.
And the king refused?
In a manner of speaking. Our envoy was brutally beaten and only barely survived. My superiors ordered the relief mission scrapped. I managed to get clearance to carry out the mission anyway, but with greatly reduced support. Now there's not enough supplies to go around, even if I wanted to serve the rest of Freeside, which I don't. That's all in the past now. I should get back to work. Say hi to Julie for me.
Alright. Inform the king that the NCR previously sent an envoy to discuss distributing supplies to Freeside.
Morning.
Alright, back we go. I recall we've got another little decision to make here.
Well, hey there. I heard that NCR soldier lady told you some wild story about them sending a messenger to us to work out some deal. That's bullshit, and it's nothing to bother the king with. More like they sent someone to spy on us and he wasn't tough enough to last in Freeside. So do everyone a favor and keep your mouth shut about it, okay?
What's my silence worth to you?
You're a bastard after my own heart. Here, this should do it.
Barter 50. That's a good start.
Fine, here's some more. But you better keep your mouth shut. I'm out of here. Got some important business to take care of.
100 bottle caps. Yeah, fuck you, Pacer. I'm talking to the king anyway.
You find out something about them soldier boys yet?
The NCR is distributing supplies in a building down by the old train station. But before I do that, let's ask him some questions. Can I ask you a few questions?
Sure can. What did you want to know?
Excuse me. This building is interesting. What do you know about it?
Near as I can tell, it was some sort of religious institution. Oh, I know it says school out front, but everything in here seems to be related to the worship of some guy from back in the day. People used to come here to learn about him, to dress like him, move like him, to be him. If that's not worship, I don't know what is.
Morning, St. Louis. Tell me more about him.
Not a whole lot to tell. There were only a few books left in here when we found it, and those were rotted away. There were some posters left that were pretty well preserved, which is how we know all this stuff was based on the same guy. The thing of it is, we don't even know what his name was. All the posters just referred to him as the King.
And that's where you got the name from.
Well, that and the giant sign outside. This place could have been the King's House of Dog Chow, and I still would have taken the name. But I like to think I keep the memory alive.
If this was a school, what was taught here?
As far as we can tell, the guy that built this place was considered the coolest of the cool, and taught other people how to be more like him. People would come all around to learn how to sing, dance, dress, and even speak the way he did.
Is that what you guys do? Pretend to be this guy?
Something like that, yeah. There were some working tapes here when we first got here, so we know what he sounded like. Sadly, they stopped working a few years back, so I sold them to a junk merchant who was passing through. Otherwise, I'd play some for you. All the outfits you see my guys wearing around were originally found in here too, along with more hair gel than you can shake a stick at.
Let's talk about something else.
Sure thing. What'd you have in mind?
Where did you get the robot dog?
I got Rex here from a salvager a few years ago. He was a little dinged up when I got him, but one of the followers fixed him right up.
Is there something wrong with him?
He's been acting peculiar for some time now. I took him to the followers and had him checked out, and they said his brain is bad or something.
Can they do anything?
No, they said they don't have the tools to help him.
Is he going to be okay?
For now, but they said eventually he's going to get worse. I don't know what to do.
Can I help somehow?
I don't know. Maybe. If you found a way to help my poor Rex here, I'd be much obliged. Your best bet will be to talk to Julie Farkas over at the Old Mormon Fort north of here. Maybe you'll have better luck than I did.
What can you tell me about Freeside? Oh yeah, added quest, nothing but a hound dog. What can you tell me about Freeside?
Understand Freeside? You have to look back a few years. Originally, we were all just tribes making a living in this area. That all changed when Mr. House came around. He made an offer to the 3 biggest tribes that were willing to listen to him. Today, everyone calls those tribes the 3 families, and they live in luxury and run their own casinos in the Strip. The rest of us were left to fight over the crumbs, living in the shadow of those more fortunate. Things got pretty nasty for a while, but we wanted more, a place of our own, a place where no one could tell us what to do, and we didn't want to go elsewhere to find it. So we took control of this place and made it our own. That's really all Freeside is, the best of a bad situation.
Tell me about the Kings.
We're different than other gangs, and not just because we dress better. We're not just a group of thugs looking for our next fight. The Kings are about an idea, you see, where every man is free to follow his own path, do his own thing, where every man is a king in his own right.
Can I join the Kings?
Whoa there. Not just anyone can be a king. First of all, we usually only accept people native to the area. Second, I have to approve, and I don't. You haven't shown me you've got what it takes to be a king yet. But if you're fixing to join something fierce, stick around. And if you play your cards right, things might change.
So why isn't every man in Freeside in your gang?
We've tried to pass our philosophy on to the people of Freeside, but not everyone is ready to be a king. The kids love us, but the old-timers tend to shy away and keep to themselves. And they probably couldn't pull off the look anyway. As for the others, some people just plain don't respect others, and that's a no-no. If there's one thing I won't tolerate, it's lack of respect.
Had other questions?
Sure thing. What'd you have in mind?
What can you tell me about Pacer?
Pace? He and I grew up together around here. We've been through a lot together. There's no man I'd rather have at my side in a pinch. Don't judge him too harshly for trying to get some caps out of you. He probably took you for a squatter, looking for a place to settle down. There have been a lot of people moving into the area lately, and it's got some people riled. Can't blame them myself. There's only so much to go around.
Who are the important people in Freeside?
There's me, but I don't really like talking about myself. There's Julie Farkas and the other followers down at the Old Mormon Fort. The Garrett Twins up at the Wrangler deserve mention. Wouldn't be right not mentioning the Van Graffs, I suppose. And while they're not important in the overall scheme of things, there's Mick and Ralph, too. Just don't tell them I said that. Who all did you want to know about?
Tell me about Julie Farkas.
Julie represents the followers of the Apocalypse. They're a group that tries to help people out whenever they can, so we get along just fine. If you ever need to get patched up, one of their docs will have you right as rain in no time flat. They sell supplies, too, or used to. Heard they were having trouble bringing stuff in, or keeping up with the demand, or something lately. Did you want to know about anyone else?
I'd like to hear about the Garrett Twins.
Them twins run the Atomic Wrangler, the only working casino here in Freeside. It's become pretty much the place to go around these parts. Give it a whirl when you've got some time. Now, was there anyone else you wanted to know about?
Who are the Van Graffs?
They're a family-run business from out west that deal in weapons, mostly. A word of caution, though. They're not a friendly bunch. Not at all. Their store is just past the Wrangler and sells all kinds of fancy weapons that most people around here can't afford. Anyone else you wanted to know about?
What's the skinny on Mick and Ralph?
Mick and Ralph sell all sorts of things at a small store over by the East Gate. They've done all right by us, and they'll do all right by you. You want to know about anyone else?
Let's talk about something else.
Sure thing.
I have to go.
All right.
All right, that's it for
You
questions.
find out something about them...
The NCR is distributing supplies in a building down by the old train station.
Handing out supplies? Like food and stuff? That ain't nothing to get ruffled over. You find anything else?
They're only handing out supplies to NCR citizens.
Ah, that would explain the goons. They're here to keep people like my friends away from the food. That ain't something I support. No, sir.
They said someone was sent to discuss the issue with you.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. They said what?
They said the man was severely beaten and barely survived.
Huh. That would explain why they're all riled at us. Seems like we have a big misunderstanding. What the hell?
King, we've got problems.
Lay it on me. What's going on?
There's a shootout going down near the train station. It's Pacer and some strangers. Might be NCR.
What is that fool doing? I need you to head out there and try to defuse the situation. Tell them I'm willing to cooperate.
Head to the train station in northwest Freeside and try to negotiate with the NCR. Will do. So when we get there, there's going to be a fight going on.
Come to Mick and Ralph's for all your shopping
For once in our lives, it's a good idea not to join the fight. We need to get to that guard tower over in that corner. We can talk to Elizabeth and make the fight stop, and that's what we want to do. You can see nobody's hostile to us.
You there, keep your hands where we can see them. Draw a weapon and we will fire.
This isn't really a good time. What did you want?
The king wants to help with the relief effort.
Like he helped the envoy we sent? No thanks.
That wasn't him. He didn't even know an envoy was sent.
Then he should watch his back. We know for a fact that the envoy made it to their headquarters. Still, if the king's willing to deal with us, perhaps we can work something out. I'll tell my men to stand down.
Alright. Return to the king and let him know the situation with the NCR has been defused. Loot these dead kings. Unfortunate.
What's up?
And here's Pacer. We're gonna leave him be for now. Alright. Oh. GI Blues has taken us 45 minutes, but it's done now. We've still got the Wrangler and the Silver Rush to explore. So, like I said, it's going to be a couple videos before we actually are ready to go to the strip, but it's alright.
I heard all about what happened. Maybe it's time for a little more talking and a little less fighting. You've helped us plenty, so I'll tell you what. Just this once, aim whatever you want, and if I can make it happen, it's done. Don't rush it, though. Toss it around in your head a little. You only get one favor from the king.
Alright. So we finished GI Blues, and that's the first achievement quest we've finished in a while. So...
Things have been a lot better since you helped with those soldier boys. Thanks again. So, what can I do for you?
About that favor you owe me.
Ask away.
Join the Kings, get into the strip, some money. I'd like to think about it.
That's a good idea. I don't give out favors every day, so you probably shouldn't rush to pick something. Tumble it around in your mind and come back when you know what you want. I'll be here.
Alright. Let's go talk to Julie again. We're going to progress the Rex quest a little and take him on as a companion.
It can be found at Mick and Ralph's.
Sorry, Martin, but as you know, we do all the companion quests, and it's time to do Rex's. Rex counts for your non-sentient companion, the way you can have, you know, a human one and a non-human one, so to speak. So you can't have Rex and Eddie at the same time. But
Welcome.
you can have Rex and one of the humans if you like. The king said you could tell me more about his robotic dog.
Rex? It breaks my heart every time I see him. He's such a good dog.
The king brought him here for treatment then?
Yes, a few months ago. We had to tell him there was nothing we could do.
So you can't heal him?
No. Rex's condition is way beyond anything we can handle. He requires brain surgery and some sophisticated cybernetics work, too.
So there's no chance he'll ever get better?
I didn't say that. While no one here has that kind of expertise, I do know of one man who might fit the bill. There's an old scientist named Dr. Henry, who reportedly specializes in this sort of procedure. He'd probably be your best bet. Last I heard, he was living up in Jacobstown, far to the northwest.
Thank you, you've been very helpful.
No problem.
Return to the king with the news that Rex can be healed. We've already met Dr. Henry, having been to Jacobstown. Let's go chat with the king again. Now every time I see the Dean Domino poster in the loading screen, I'm so glad we killed that douche canoe in Dead Money.
Come to Mick and Ralph's for all your shop.
Things have been a lot better since you helped.
Julie Farkas said a man in Jacobstown can treat Rex.
She said, what? Why didn't she just say so when I was there? Actually, come to think of it, I was pretty angry when I went down there. I vaguely recall something about upending a few tables, maybe knocking out one of her doctors. Anyway, that's incredible news. Only thing is, there's too much going on around here for me to make a trip like that. And I need all of my guys just to keep things settled here. You seem to be awfully interested in my boy Rex here, and you've done some good work for me already. I'll tell you what, you promised to get Rexy here to that doctor, and I'll lend him to you. What do you say?
Absolutely. I'll see that he gets better.
I can't thank you enough. Now, there's a few things you should know about old Rex here if you're going to be traveling together. First, he hates rats. Can't stand the things. Giant rats, mole rats, doesn't matter. He catches a whiff of one, and he's off like a shot after him. He's normally pretty obedient, but you might have to chase him some if he goes after one of the little varmints. Second, he doesn't like hats, or the people wearing them. Don't ask. I have no idea why. Maybe because it rhymes with rats. That should be it, though. Other than the occasional bad spot when his brain starts hurting him, that is. But I'm hoping you'll see to that. I wish you both luck. Take care of my Rex now, you hear? Rex, this is your new master. Protect him as you would me.
Take Rex to Dr. Henry in Jacobstown to learn how he can be fixed. Achievement unlocked, the whole gang's here, which means, I believe that in particular means we've recruited all the companions, yes. Rex is giving you the Search and Mark perk. Which does what? I can't remember. While Rex is a companion, unequipped chems, firearms, and ammunition within a short distance are highlighted when you zoom the camera. Alright, well that's kinda useless, but we've got 10 minutes. We got some fast traveling to do. First things first, let's offload. No, just kidding, let's not. That'll take Rex right back here. I don't want that. Let's fast travel to Jacobstown. The dog will not be making remarks on thunder lizards and jangling bottle caps. That's 100% true. How did I get the Gangs All Here achievement? I haven't recruited Arcade Gannon yet. It's weird. Obsidian and their bugs, I guess. Dr. Henry.
Is there something else I can do for you?
Something's wrong with my cyber dog. I was told to come to you.
It's neural degradation. Biomed gel can only preserve a living brain for so long, so you'll need to find a replacement. I haven't left Jacobstown in years, but there was one woman in Novak, Gibson. I remember her living with a pack of hounds. Aside from her, I know that the Fiends and Caesar's Legion fight alongside dogs. There could be viable specimens among them, if you can get to them.
Alright. Acquire a new brain for Rex from one of Old Lady Gibson's dogs. Optional. Search for an exceptional canine brain among Caesar's Legion or the Fiends. We're going to go with the main route and just go to Gibson's scrapyard. Use Ray's brain to fix this quest. I did not kill Ray. I didn't kill Ray for precisely that reason.
So, you're back. Now, where did we leave off?
Dr. Henry sent me. I need a new brain for my cyber dog.
Dr. Henry? Now, there's a name I haven't heard in years. Hard to believe he's still alive. As for your request, it's a bit ghoulish if you ask me, but Ray is pretty old, and I'll probably have to put him down soon enough. As for the price for this favor, 700 caps sounds about right. Ray's like family, and I've got other dogs to take care of.
Barter 70. I'm offering Ray immortality of a sort. Are you really going to put a price on that? Let's do how did you meet Dr. Henry first.
He and I had joined up with the same caravan. Add in a lot of whiskey and, well, let's just say we got to know each other.
Alright. I'm offering Ray immortality of a sort. Are you really going to put a price on that?
Fair enough. Here, Ray. Mama's got something for you.
Aw. Ray's brain added. Return to Jacobstown and have Rex's brain transplant performed. Rex's brain transplant, I should say. I am dehydrated, so drink down a couple of those purified waters. And we'll be able to finish this quest too, and that'll be near perfect timing.
Is there something else I can do for you?
I have a new brain for Rex.
Very well. Show me what you brought so that I can analyze its potential.
This brain is from Ray, one of Old Lady Gibson's dogs.
All right, let's see here. Neural pathways look good. Definitely a breed of guard dog. If I transplant this brain into Rex, he'll be a bit more ferocious in his attacks.
Transplant Ray's brain into Rex.
Have a seat. This will take a while.
Rex has gained the Faithful Protector perk, increasing his attack damage. Quest completed. Nothing but a hound dog. And we're hungry now. That's alright, though. And that's it for that quest. So let me eat. Now we're going to go offload. Oh, yes. You must dismiss any followers before the teleporter device will function. How you feeling, boy? Happy bark. Good. You're certainly looking better. I want to take a closer look at you. Examine the painting of the bull on Rex's side. The paint, though weathered and fading, is still a recent addition to Rex's bodywork. Examine Rex's brain case. Rex's new brain looks fresh and healthy. Examine Rex's mechanical parts. Rex's bodywork is battered, scorched, and scratched. It's remarkable that the biological part of him survived at all. Stop examining Rex. It's time for us to part ways. Yes, I'm sure. Rex is returned to Freeside. That's fine, so we need to offload. If I ever actually keep a companion in the Fallout games, it's always the dog. But I never actually keep a companion in the Fallout games. That's sort of a pointless statement. Alright. In here. No explosives to drop. Just leave all the ammo we've gathered. Don't think I got anything new. Unique item-wise, I did not. My food is not restocked. That's alright. Drop all our aid items and grab a new bighorner steak. Okay. Gecko steak will do just fine. Just hold on to that.
sir be staying for any Will sir be staying for any
These caps have not restocked. That makes things pretty easy. I'll head back to Freeside. We're done with the King's quests now. We need to do the Silver Rush and the Atomic Wrangler, both of which actually have quests for us too. Freeside is one of the areas that did have the privilege of getting fully developed, unlike the unlike a lot of areas in the game, like Westside, for instance, or other settlements that kind of got the developmental shaft, so to speak.
Hey, you're the one who's been going around helping people around here, right? The king says to keep up the good work. He said to give you this.
25 caps. Thanks, buddy. Who's this dude? Oh, just a generic local. Alrighty. We're going to start off the next stream with the Van Graff Silver Rush and their little set of quests that ultimately is going to lead us to... Oh yeah, that Gangs All Here achievement is bugged as hell, because I haven't recruited Cass yet either. Because I was going to say the Van Graff's quests ultimately tie into Cass's companion quests as well. So, that's going to be it for today. We're more or less exactly at the 1 hour mark, and I need to go get ready for work. So, thank you all so very much for watching. Those of you who joined me live on Twitch, if you're new and you enjoy what you saw, I hope you will hit the follow button so you can see next time we go live. If you're watching later on YouTube, I know I stream at odd and unpredictable hours and generally early in the morning, but if you subscribe to the channel, you will not miss any content. Everything I do eventually makes its way over there. And finally, regardless of the platform you're on, I hope you'll consider joining our Discord server. The link to do so is either in the Twitch channel description or the YouTube video description. It's where we make official announcements, we discuss the games you'd like to see me play, and we have a fun, growing community of people who love video games just like you. The next Fallout stream is going to be next, probably either Wednesday or Thursday morning. It obviously won't be Christmas Day, but it might be the morning after. It might be Thursday. Watch the Discord to stay posted on that. But the next stream is going to be this Saturday. I haven't decided whether it's going to be morning or afternoon. I know we have dinner plans that night, and I have a service appointment for my car at 1. So it's either going to be before or after that. But I think I'm leaning towards morning and afternoon. Watch the Discord for the exact time. It's going to be a good long one. I would say there's probably a 75% chance it's going to start around 10 in the morning, and we're going to be playing more Pokemon Red. So I hope you can join us for that. Until then, thank you all so much for being here. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Take care.